In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about your coaching sheets and guide you through what needs to be completed throughout your journey. As you've already learned, you can access your coaching sheets in two ways, either through the exercise schedule on your dashboard or via the training page. Whichever method you choose, you'll be taken to the same document. Your coaching sheets contain two tabs at the bottom, Tracker and Workouts. The numbers shown indicate which weeks the tabs correspond to. For example, tabs labelled 1 to 4 are for tracking weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. New tabs will be provided every 4 weeks for continued tracking and progress updates. Let's start by exploring the Tracker tab. You'll see that it's organised into weekly sections, with days and dates clearly labelled in columns B and C. Since the layout is identical for each week, I'll focus on walking you through week 1 to make this tutorial as clear as possible. The first section, spanning columns D through J, is all about your nutrition. Here you'll find reminders of your daily targets for calories, protein, carbohydrates, fat, fibre, and water intake. Updating this section is straightforward. Simply copy your protein, carbohydrates, fat, and fibre numbers over from MyFitnessPal once you've logged all your food for the day. You don't need to worry about entering your total calories. The sheet will calculate this automatically based on the protein, carbohydrates, and fat numbers you input. Let me give you an example. If MyFitnessPal shows that you've consumed 120 grams of protein, 250 grams of carbohydrates, and 75 grams of fat, you'd simply enter these numbers in their corresponding cells. You'll then see the calorie column update automatically. Next, enter your fibre intake from MyFitnessPal, followed by your water consumption in litres. For water, you can use decimal points, so 2.5 would mean 2.5 litres. Finally, rate your hunger levels for the day on a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 means very low hunger and 5 indicates very high hunger. Moving across to the next section, you'll find column L, which tracks your daily steps, and column M, which serves as your workout checklist. Your coach will set a daily step target, shown at the top of the steps column, and all you need to do is record your total daily steps as measured by your smartwatch or phone. Don't worry if you don't have a way to measure your steps. In that case, you can simply leave these cells blank. The workout checklist is equally straightforward. Simply tick off each day you complete a workout. Your coach will set a target frequency at the top of this column, and your goal is to achieve this number of workouts within the week. While there's another section on this Tracker tab that we'll explore shortly, let's first switch over to the Workouts tab. Here's where you'll find the specific workouts your coach has designed for you during each 4-week block. Each workout is clearly laid out and separated, following the same consistent format throughout. Let me walk you through Workout 1 as an example of how these are structured. In the first column, you'll see the name of each exercise, and right next to it, there's a prominent red play button. Clicking this button will open a demonstration video for that particular exercise. Here's an important tip. Even if you're familiar with an exercise, I strongly recommend watching these demonstration videos every time you receive new workouts. This ensures you're performing each exercise safely and effectively, maximizing your results while preventing any potential injuries. Moving to column E, you'll find the number of sets you need to complete for each exercise. Column F shows your target repetition range for each set, and column G indicates your rest periods between sets. Let me break this down with an example. Looking at the leg press machine exercise, you'll need to perform between 6 to 8 repetitions, then rest for 1 minute, and repeat this sequence a total of 4 times. Now, sometimes you'll notice exercises are displayed differently when they're meant to be performed as a circuit or superset. This is where you'll perform multiple exercises back to back. Let's look at the dumbbell chest press and barbell bent over row example. You'll notice the set column has been merged for these 2 exercises. This indicates they should be performed as a pair. Here's how it works. First, perform 8 to 12 repetitions of the dumbbell bench press. Then, because there's no rest time shown, immediately move into 8 to 12 repetitions of the barbell bent over row. Only after completing both exercises would you take your rest period of 1 minute and 30 seconds. You'll repeat this entire pairing 3 times in total. Let me take a moment to explain why I set a repetition range rather than a single target. This serves as a built-in safety system to help you progress with your lifts effectively. Here's how it works. For every set of every exercise, you should always aim to achieve the upper number in the range. So if you see a range of 6 to 8 repetitions, you're aiming for 8. This target then guides your weight selection for the next set in a really simple way. If you successfully complete the upper target, let's say you manage all 8 repetitions, that's your signal to increase the weight in your next set. On the other hand, if you perform somewhere within the range, maybe you get 6 or 7 repetitions, then you'd keep the weight exactly the same. And if you can't even reach the lowest number in the range, in this case 6 repetitions, that's telling you the weight is too heavy and you need to reduce it for your next set. This system helps ensure you're always working at an appropriate weight for your current strength level, while providing a safe and effective way to progress your training over time. Let me explain some important abbreviations and terms you might encounter in your workouts. First, AMRAP. This stands for as many repetitions as possible within a given time frame. For instance, in the burpee example shown here, your goal would be to perform as many burpees as you can within 45 seconds. You might also see the term failure used, particularly for static exercises where you're holding a specific position. In these cases, you'll hold the position for as long as possible and record your time in seconds. For cardiovascular exercises, you'll encounter different types of targets, such as this rowing machine example of a 500-meter sprint. Your goal here is to complete the specified distance as quickly as possible, recording your time in seconds. For tracking purposes, you'll need to record both the number of repetitions performed and the weight used for each set in their respective columns. For cardiovascular exercises, you'll only need to enter data in the yellow-colored cells. This might be distance covered, time taken, speed achieved, or the level setting used. Don't worry about any grey cells. These don't need to be filled in. You'll notice the final column of each block is labelled total volume. This automatically calculates the total weight lifted for each resistance exercise. For example, if you performed 4 sets of leg press with 10 repetitions at 100 kilograms, the total volume would calculate as 4,000 kilograms. Note that this column will be grayed out for body weight or cardiovascular exercises. As you scroll to the right, you'll find a new block for each of the 4 weeks. This layout allows you to easily reference your past performance and use it to guide your progression in future workouts. To make navigation easier, I've frozen the first 8 columns of the workout tab. This means you'll always be able to see the exercise names, demonstration videos, and target sets and repetitions, even when scrolling right to view different weeks' data. After updating your nutrition, exercise, and workout data for the week, it's time to assess your lifestyle factors. Below the nutrition stats, you'll find drop-down menus to rate your sleep, energy, work productivity, work-life balance, stress, and overall happiness. Complete these ratings at the end of each week, reflecting on your experience across all 7 days. For optimal tracking, I recommend updating your nutritional data daily. It only takes about 2 minutes, and logging your workouts either during or immediately after your sessions. This approach ensures much more accurate tracking than trying to remember details at the end of the week. Remember, only the lifestyle ratings should be completed at week's end. This concludes our tutorial videos. If you have any questions about the onboarding process or anything we've covered, please don't hesitate to reach out. Once you feel confident with all the information provided, scroll down and complete the form to confirm you've finished the onboarding process. You'll receive your portal login details within 48 hours. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to helping you excel in your wellness journey. In this tutorial,